Hi, it's Jez here from Nigezza.co.uk, and I'm back here with another project using the Memories and More cards, which are part of the Celebration giveaways, and these are brilliant for making cards, and I particularly like these 6x4 ones because they're practically a card in themselves, and I'm going to show you how I used these ones to make these cards here. Oh, not that one. That was a different video. So I made these using these are a combination of the 3x4 and 6x4, and this was just 6x4 on its own. Okay, so stay tuned and I'll show you how I did them. Okay, so I'm back again now, and I've made this one. No stamping, it's just the card trimmed down, double matted, and our lovely glimmer ribbon that's free in Celebration as well added. So a nice little hello card. I double matted it with the white because I felt that made the hello pop a bit more, having the white there. Okay, so I'm going to show you about sort of trimming down, etc. So I'm going to do this one here with the I Love Us, and I'm not going to double mat this because it's already got the illusion of double matting, but as you can see, it's a little bit bigger than the card base. Okay, so we need to trim it slightly, and I don't want to trim it too much because I want to keep an even border. So it's okay that way because it's 4 inches, but I will take a little bit off just to have it even. Now I've shown you before, but I have mine marked with the blue line is the card width, and then I've got a brown line for layer 1 and a pink line there for layer 2. So we're going for layer 1, so I'm going to cut halfway between, which is there on the 4. I'm going to have to go to the 8th bit because it's already 4 inches, so I'm going to go 16th rather. So I'm going to trim off there a wee little 16th, just tiny sliver, and then I'm going to turn round, fluff there, and do exactly the same on the other side, another 16th, which takes us to the width that I am looking for. So another little 16th shaved off, and so now I've got the width I want. So by taking it off both sides, we're keeping an even border there around it. And so now we need to chop the lengths. So I want it there on my mark there, so I'm going to take it's 6 inches, and my mark there is 5 5/8. So I've got to go 3/16 off each side to keep it even. And then that one will now be in the right place. So that's ensured that I've taken an even amount off all the way around, and then that will mat onto my card, leaving an even border. Okay, simples. Oh, I think it's simple. So now to decorate. Okay, so that's going to go on there, and that's going to go on the top. And I kind of thought he's a little bit big, so I want to trim it down. It's I Love Us, so I sort of thought, oh, I need some hearts, and I remembered that in the mini treat bag Thinlits we have a row of hearts there, and I thought it might be quite fun to cut a row of hearts below and above this I Love Us, before I kind of trim it down. I want to sort of see what that looks like. Okay, so I'm going to cut that out and come back to you. Okay, so I've cut those hearts out, and I've cut some out in the old olive because I want to keep it a sort of a masculinely looking card, not too flowery. But if you wanted to keep it flowery, then you could replace those hearts with these flower ones that you've cut out the other side. But I'm gonna actually save those for something else, and I'm gonna infill with these green ones because I thought that would look quite nice like that. So I'm going to put these in a little pot to use on something else because I'm sure they would fit nicely on one of my other cards that I'm going to make. I'm still thinking that I'm going to trim that a little bit. I'm still thinking. I have to decide, don't I, because I'm going to stick it down. I might trim 1/2 inch off each end. Actually, so 4 inches. So I'm going to go down to 3.5 on that side. And then we'll have a square, won't we? So maybe I'll go 1/4 inch so we don't have a square. So 1/4 inch off that side. And then 1/4 inch off that side. And then we've still got a bit of a rectangle rather than a square. Yeah, I think that looks better. Not quite so long. I think it would look a bit odd if it was a square because the matting and everything is rectangular, isn't it? So I'm going to stick this to that, and then I'm going to stick my hearts in place. I'm going to use Tombow, so we've got some wiggle. So I'll just put some Tombow along these bits. Thought this would be a nice card to give your best friend or your partner, maybe on an anniversary. I've got an anniversary this year. It's not very far away really, beginning of April it is. Oh, there must be some glue there that I didn't realise. Right, this is not going to be my anniversary card though, because I'm doing something else, because it's a big one, so it needs a big statement, I think. Right, so I've put a little blob, and I'm going to, this is when I need one of them pick-up sticks that you can get, which I've often looked at and thought, how often would I use it? Well, I'd use it now, actually. There, stick that one in. Stick that one in. I might just speed this bit up so you're not bored rigid watching me line these all up. There we go. Put that in my pot. And there we have it. Now, whilst I was doing that, I was looking there at the washi tape and thinking it'd be quite nice to have that sort of effect. And I remembered that we have some washi in this same colour, so I think I might use that. And it's got dots on, which is just perfect, so I might just stick a bit of washi across these corners. Rip that off, it's a bit long. Find the end now. That way. Okay. I was thinking all along, thinking I need some washi. Shame I didn't have some of that green, and then it came to me that I had some rich raspberry. Okay, so I'll set. You get set. They're all the pinky sets. And then I am just going to stick that on the back. I'm going to get some Fast Diffusey, feeling that I might be able to do this without needing wigglage. Brave girl. Here we go. Using my grid mat. Could of course pop it up on dimensionals. There we go. So that is card number 2. Okay, I like that. I hope you do too. So the next card I'm going to make is using these two together, and I'm going to mat this. So I cut a bit of basic grey, 3¼ by 4¼ to give us a little edge around, and I have cut using the free thinlits in Celebration, the Celebrate You thinlits. So I've used the U, cut it out the middle to save cardstock, and I will be sticking that on top of there. Simply Amazing You, because I felt that went quite well together. Okay, so I'm going to trim that base card again like I did before. Quite masculine, that was the look I was going for, so I'm just going to stick all that together. So a bit of Tombow on the U. There we go. My son's just finished exams, which he did very well in, so I might give this to him. He's coming home in a few weeks, which will be nice as they break up for Easter. He's at uni, he's only 2nd year, so yeah, very proud of him. There we go. And then I'll stick that one. Might use Fast Fuse for this one. I am going to do a Memories and More layout as well to show you, and then it'll force myself to actually get on and do the scrapbook that has been in the making, but not getting very far with for a while now. There, that is me slightly skew with deliberate card. Okay, so there is a link to the blog post on nigezza.co.uk for these cards, and you can also follow the link to my shop where you can, if you spend £45 before postage packing, you can get these for free, and just, you know, amazing value with all the cards that you can make from it and memory keeping. And don't forget to use my March hostess code. You've only got until March 31st to get these celebration items free, and if you use my hostess code, you'll then get some extra freebies from me as a thank you for shopping with me. Okay, see you again soon.